さんこんにちは。公益財団法人大阪国際交流センターの茅野です。はじめに内部資料としてこのイベントを録画させていただきます。 YouTube や SNS には載せませんのでご了承ください。気になる方はビデオをオフにしてください。本日は A や夏まるっとまちフェス世界とつながる料理教室スパイスマジックインド料理入門にご参加いただき誠にありがとうございます。当財団は市民の皆様に世界をもっと知ってもらうためさまざまな事業を実施しております。簡単には外国に行けなくなった現在ですが、皆さんの近くにも外国人がたくさん住んでいます。異文化体験は日本でもできます。もっと外国の文化を知ってもらい仲良くなるきっかけになればと思います。そして外国人の皆さんがわからないことや困っていることがあったら助けてあげてください。今回は在大阪神戸インド総領事館と共同でインドの国と文化を身近に感じていただく機会として世界とつながる料理体験スパイスマジックインド料理入門を開催いたします。講師はラミア・シャーム総領事夫人です。それではシャーム総領事夫人、どうぞよろしくお願いします。
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining in for this live session of Indian cooking on Zoom. I hope you will all have a good time enjoying the Indian cooking and also learn to appreciate the use of different spices in Indian cooking. I have tried to make it as simple as possible using spices that are available in Osaka, what is available in Japan. I have used only those spices, so I think you will enjoy, and I hope you will cook a lot more Indian cooking in the days to come.
今日はご参加ありがとうございます。なるべく日本で手に入りやすいスパイスで簡単なインド料理を今日は教えますので楽しんでくださいということです。私は吹田の方で、料理教室の井川と申します。学生時代にインドグジャラート州に留学させていただいたご縁で本日皆さんのアシスタントさせていただくことになりました。よろしくお願いいたします。
Today we will first start with boiling the water for the dal because it will take some time. So I hope everybody soaked the lentils and kept it ready. So what we are going to do is, this is the lentil that we are using, the yellow lentil. It's called moong dal in Hindi, and I think most Indian stores here definitely will have moong dal. The benefit of this song is it's very easy to cook, simple, and it's easily digestible. So we normally give this to very little young children, 6, 7 months or 8 months. We give a little bit of moong dal water because it's very good for the children. It's easily digestible. So very young also we can start this. 9, 10 months you can give moong dal water. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to
この中にもお湯とターメリックと油が入っています。
So I'm going to boil it.
一度加熱します。温かいスープの中に入れていきます。
So we're going to boil for 1 cup of dal. You need 3 to 3.5 cups of water. 3人分ぐらいを今日作ります。So 3.5 cups of water. You have to boil it with a little bit of turmeric. This is turmeric. Spice. A little bit of turmeric and a little bit of abura. Olive oil. Abura is because when the dal boils, it will start coming out. So abura is to prevent it from coming outside. So it keeps the dal inside when it's boiling. You won't have water all over your gas. That is why. So when this is boiling, we can start preparing the rice, and we can put it in the rice cooker. マサラライス、スパイスライスの準備を。So this, what we're going to do is we are going to saute spiceを炒めていきます。それがご飯に入ります。Little bit of ありがとうございます。So this is the masalas that we are using for the spices. This is cardamom. This is cinnamon, and this is clove. So in India, they add a lot of other spices like bay leaf and then big elaichi and star anise. So if most of you will not be having those spices, these are easy to come by in Japan. So I'm using only the basic 3 spices today. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of butter. We're going to saute this. We're going to saute this butter. So we're going to saute the spices in butter. で、バターでちょっとスパイスを炒めて、You can get the flavor of the spices. When you start getting the flavor, you can add it. This is a rice that has been washed and cleaned. This is cleaned and washed rice. So this is so for this 2 cups of Japanese rice, we use 2 cups of water if it's Japanese rice. If it's Indian rice, 2 cups of Indian rice would be 3 cups of water. So 1 cup of rice is 1 1 cup gohan mo ichihan is in the Indo Kobe. But if it's Japanese rice, it's 2 cups of rice is 2 cups of water. Indian rice, 1 cup gohan is ichi and han cup of water. So 1.5 cups of water. So that's 2 cups of rice is 3 cups of water for Indian rice. If you are using Indian rice, anybody. So I'm going to add. This is I'm already having 2 cups of water here. So I'm going to add this. Here. I'm going to add this 2 cups of water into this. And little bit of salt. 少しお塩入れます。
少し小さじ2分の1ぐらい入ります。
And then we're going to keep it in the rice cooker.
Should I cook it now?
Yes.
じゃあ、もう炊飯器スイッチをします。
So now when the rice is cooking,
48時間。
the water here
ここの
boil.
油の入ったお湯が残った
So
の
we're
で、
going to add in the dal.
水気を切って入れます。蓋した水は今回は入れません。
Yes.
ほとんど毎日。なんか味噌スープじゃない。
Yes.
味噌汁みたいなものです。
There are each state in India has a different way of making dal. Like if you're from Punjab, it's more of the tadka type. If you're from UP side, it's more some make the tadka way, some make it just the simple way with just cumin, salt, a little bit of chili powder, and a little bit of ghee. Ghee is clarified butter that we use. A lot of Indian cooking happens with ghee because that's supposed to be. A lot of Indian cooking happens with ghee. I can show the lentil. This is the lentil.
So today's taste is South Indian.
No, today's taste is not Indian. But I come from South India. Minami Indo Kara, we use a lot more of coconut, more yogurt. Very, not for dal. We use for cooking. So we don't make dal like this. We use coconut paste in the dal. So we use a lot of coconut and a lot of yogurt. Okay, now I understand. Now we're going to mix this a bit. This dal can be boiling, and when the dal is boiling, boiling a bit. Little and release because it will always come out. So what we could do is now we can cook the potatoes by the time the dal is boiling. Next, I'm going to make aloo jeera. Now, aloo is nothing but potatoes. So we are going to make it very simple with little bit of salt, chili powder, cumin, coriander powder, and garam masala. And this is a very simple preparation that we make it like on a regular basis when we are like simple aloo when we want to eat. This is like a very simple preparation. We have a lot other ways of making the aloo, but this is one of the easiest and the simplest ways of making it. So I'm going to show you how to cut the aloo first. This is the aloo. I'm showing you how to cut it. I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces. And then I will show you how it is done.
割と大きめに切ります。1.5 センチ角ぐらいな感じです。Japanese too.
So around 1 to 1.5 cm.
1.5 it's dice, yes.
Right. Okay.
Cycle. Do you want to cut all? You can go. Be flexible. Is that kind of boom?
That is the point. I told you, even if you are very careful with the dal, with the abura, this is going to be the suki pomorias. The only thing with dal is it will anyway boil up. Yeah. I kept it open.
See? レズ豆以外はお湯と Did you put some salt in it?
No, not yet. Not yet.
ターメリックと油が入っています。
No, no salt. Not yet. I have to add the salt, but you have to boil it a little bit. You have to allow it to boil a little bit and then add the salt. Now, if you are using a pressure cooker, which in India many of us do, then you can add a little bit of salt when you are doing. Then it's faster because you don't have to stand. You can put it in the with a little water in the pressure cooker, and you can add steam. Give it about 3 to 4 whistles. It will be completely done.
3-4 minutes.
3-4 whistles. You have a whistle on a pressure cooker, so it has to whistle.
Not like that.
Okay. Okay. Then you'll have, I don't know, because we use the whistle system in India, so we give about 4 whistles. Your cook, your
インドの圧力鍋はこう吹きこぼれる回数で料理を決める。日本はちょっとそういうのがないの
So
で、
then it's better you cook it this way because I don't know how it
ゆ
is
っ
done.
くりお鍋で料理してください。
So what we could do is we can start cooking the aloo jeera. You know, please keep it on medium flame when you're cooking. Don't keep it on high flame because it's very difficult to control. So then on this, you can add, you can add around 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil.
大さじ2から3。お芋がよく油
Now, abura is again up to you. You want it very too much oily, you can add more oil. If somebody is very health conscious, you can even do it with less. The 1 tablespoon of oil is also okay. It's still be nice. It's up to the person. It is on you. If you want to add more oil, you can add more oil. If you want to add less oil, you can add less oil. Okay. So in that, you have to wait for the oil to heat up a bit.
油が高くなったらクミンの
And then I'm adding about
を入れます。
one teaspoon of
小さじ1
cumin.
です。クミンが入ります。
Allow it to
で、油の中で
little bit,
弾けさせます。
cook a little bit,
で、少し
then a little bit of
ターメリックを入れ
turmeric,
ます。小さじ3分の1
and
で
then
す。
I'm going to add in this. No, that's okay. I'm just going to add in this potatoes. Well, now since I am adding I'll be adding a little bit of oil because I want it a little crispy. But if you want it with less oil also, it's okay. If this much of oil is also enough. You don't need to add more oil.
For your family, how do you
Depends. If my musume and muskova wanted a little more crispy, then add little oil.
カリカリにしたかったら下茹で済みです。はい、下茹で済みです。
But if
はい、茹でてます。今茹でてます。はい。
and then
カリカリにしたかったら油を入れるそうです。
so
こういう感じで。
then less oil.
ご主人には少なめ。
And I have my
今お塩が入ってます。
obasan also, so then it's even less oil.
おばあちゃんにはもうさらに油少なめになる。
Then there is
Same with salt.
yeah.
塩も少な
This
め。
is coriander powder.
コリアンダーパウダーがこれから入ります。
Okay, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. Then chili powder I'm putting half, but if you, 1.5, you can add more if you want to. That again is up to taste. And then you can just mix it together. Now, garam masala. This is masala. So, yeah, because then the smell is better and the taste is also. So this is the garam masala. And then you allow it to fry for another 4 minutes. Little bit of fry. Like allow the garam masala to cook with the oil and the potatoes, and then the flavor is better.
インドのスパイスは油で香りを出すので、最後のガラムマサラ入れてからまだ2分ぐらい。
Okay, if you want to make it really crispy, then what we do is we can add this bit of rice flour. At the end, then it will make it rice flour. Now that is another. Or you know, we have something called besan in India, which you make pakoras. Now that also, if you add in the end, it will become crispy. So these are the ways of making it crispy. If you don't want to add too much oil, but you want it crispy, you can add this bit of 1 tablespoon of rice flour and then cook it, it will become crispy.
That's interesting.
But that is more of my side of South India. We use a lot of rice flour. In North India, they use a little bit of besan and they make it. And sometimes they just add a little more oil. Normally, oil is added to make it crispy. But if you're not interested in oil and you want healthier, then you can add rice flour or besan because it substitutes for the oil. Now this is done. We're going to take out in this bowl. The dal is still cooking. So you see, it is yet to be cooked. You have to feed it. You have to. It has to mash. So this is still cooking. It's still Now, in India, if you normally we add a spice called amchur.
It's a sour one.
Yeah, it's a sour one. Now, since here it's difficult to get an amchur, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice to give the same. I'm just going to add a little bit of lemon. Yeah, just we add half a spoon of amchur. Just to give that little bit of, like in Nihongo no Ryorimo, you get sweet, sour, you know, the salt, all tastes come together, right? So this is the similar way. So you get all the tastes come together.
So what is amchur good for?
Basically, it's more than health benefits, it gives that sour taste, you know. So when you put it in the masala, it gives you the complete taste of the dish.
Like a vinegar.
Yeah, like a vinegar. So this. So now once we add in this mango, the lemon juice, we just mix it nicely. You normally add in the lemon juice when you take it out from the thing, because otherwise it becomes bitter. So then it's done.
Kind of good things for lunchbox.
Yeah, this is good. Simple and good for lunch. And then
coriander 飾ります。
What is it called in Nihon? Okay. Coriander.
コリアンダー刻んで入ります。
日本もコリアンダーに。
日本語でコリアンダー、シャンツァイパクチー、コリアンダー。
パクチー
何語でしょう。はい、かな。Is there any Indian people who doesn't like coriander?
Not many. Most of us like the taste. So I'm going to add this 1 cup of carrot. And I'm going to fry it. Okay.
Is the water enough? You need to add some.
I'm just checking. It's not cooked. I think we'll add a little more, maybe about another 1 cup of water more. 1 cup of water. Please cook everything in medium flame. Don't cook in high flame.
炒めるのも全部中火ぐらいまでですね。So any Indian cooking, even use high flame like Chinese?
No. Because high flame, what happens is that in Indian cooking we believe that the inside is not cooked properly, and the outside, it gets like the vegetables are not cooked properly. Like, or sometimes if you're using fried food, then the insides of the fried is not cooked and the outside is cooked. If you use high flame, but if you use medium flame, then
hygiene.
Yeah, hygiene, and we feel it gets cooked better if it's cooked in medium flame. The Chinese stir fries is done like fast, and you use high flame and you use it like, you don't cook it, you leave it a little crunchy, but ours has to be cooked soft, not crunchy. So if you use high flame, it doesn't cook soft, it gets cooked crunchy, because you don't, if it cooks for a long time on high flame, then it gets burnt. So we use more of medium flame in India, not high flame. So this is, I'm just sauteing the.
インド料理で強火を使わないのは食料理としてシャキシャキ感はいらないの。中まで火が通ってやわらかい。
The carrot has to be cooked and fried nicely till you can get the aroma of the butter and the carrot together.
人参とバターの香りが混ざ
You
る
will get the aroma of the carrot and the butter together. It has to be fried till it's cooked.
You can smell carrot sweeter.
Yeah.
人参の甘い香りするまで頑張る。
Still a little more, because you still have to cook it a little more till you get the smell of the carrots and the butter together. So it has to be cooked a little more. Dal is still boiling. Now dal, one way you could do it is you can boil it, a lot of dal, and you can keep it in the fridge and you can use it when you want to cook it. Like if you want to make it for an bento or you want to make it for a lunch, if you can't boil it, it takes a long time. You can boil it the previous night and you can keep it in the fridge and the next day you can use it. Normally in Indian cooking we don't do this refrigeration or cooking a lot and keeping inside generally. In previous days it was always cooked fresh. You cooked in the morning, you ate it in the morning. You cooked in the afternoon, you ate it in the afternoon. You cooked for the night, you finish it in the night. But now, today, because everybody is working and a lot of people don't have the time, so we encourage, we don't encourage, but it's okay if you cook it and keep it in the fridge. It's fine.
And you use it 1 or 2 days?
Yeah, the next day. If you're cooking in the night the dal, you can use it the next morning for making the dal.
あんまりインドでは作り置 料理をしないと最近は忙しいので、ダールをここまで前日の夜茹でておいて、次の日の晩ご飯ぐらいまでに使うのがして、で以前は冷蔵庫も朝作ったものは朝、昼作ったものは昼、絶対残さない、作り置きないのがインド料理。最近は忙しくて、ちょっと作り置きにしてます。結構人参の水分も飛んでます。
Then what we could do is we can add in
が入ります。
half a liter of milk.
So it can go good. 3. で、500cc 牛乳入ります。
I'm adding in 2.
Half.
Just 2.5 liters of milk. And then you allow it to boil with the carrots for some time. Now I've added in the milk and then I'm mixing in the carrot. And then we're going to allow it to boil for some time. And then we can add in the cardamom and the sugar. After it's boiled for some time.
カルダモンとお砂糖を入れます。
Little more? Yeah, little more.
あ、まだちょっと。
So now at this time, when it's almost 3/4 done, you can add in the salt.
半分ぐらい柔らかくなったら塩。
I'm adding it like
小さじ1入ります。しっかり塩するので、これはご家庭で調整してください。インド料理は割としょっぱいです。
And now you can allow it to boil till it's softly done. It has to be done a little more
柔ら
soft.
かくなるまで炊いてから塩で舌を軽く締まります。 ゴールデンメロンの黄色にされてました。黄色。
This has to boil for some time. Can you see? This is boiling. This is the cup. So this, now we're going to allow this to boil for some time. Once it boils, then we'll add in the little time. Yeah, it has to become a little thick.
So evaporate some.
Yeah, evaporate some of the milk. So normally you cook your, this is called a kheer. So kheer is normally cooked for about 10 minutes. So you put in the sugar and you allow it to become a little thicker and you cook for about 10 minutes. Then it comes the perfect consistency. The more you cook it, the better it is, the more thicker it is. So this I cook for about 5 to 7 minutes, 10 minutes, so that it becomes thick and nice. Yeah. Then add the sugar and then add in the cardamom because then it's better. Allowing the dough a little more.
豆が大きくなる倍ぐらいに。 Both nice here and both nice cold and hot. Which you prefer?
If you want to serve, if you want to add cream, then you should serve it cold because then it's nice cold. But if you're not adding cream and you're adding condensed milk, then you can also serve it. You can also serve it hot. But if you want to add cream and all, then it's nicer cold. And normally, if you do it, if you serve it like cold, it's nicer for this season. For Atsuiwa, it is very nice to serve it cold because then it's nice and cold dessert.
So in winter you serve it?
Yeah, you can serve it hot. And carrot also has got its good properties, right? It's very good for the skin and the eyes. So
it's Ayurvedic.
Yeah, it's also Ayurvedic. And it's a nice way of making. Children don't want to eat carrots, so this is a good way of making them eat the carrots. And the gyunyu. Yeah, so if you want, yeah. So if you want kids to eat musume usko bane carrot to eat, then and the milk, this is a good way of giving it.
アーユルヴェーダでは人参とミルクを合わせて肌にいいそうです。So that's how you keep your skin beautiful. なるほど。
but we make it tasty also.
美味しくね。
So
Does
this
your
is,
children dislike carrot when they're small? Or no problem?
not really liked it.
Ah, she. Do you like it now? 今は人参好きだそうですね。ラミヤさんベジタリアンでも、私は何でも食べます。ラミヤさんベジタリアン。But you say you try some dashi if it's not vegetable in Japan.
Here because you don't have much of a choice.
和食が好きなんでちょっとダシだけは
Otherwise, in India, I'm vegetarian. In India, it's not like everybody is a vegetarian. It is a misconception that most Indians are vegetarian. No, we do have a lot of non-veg cooking in India. We have a lot of chicken. Mostly it's chicken or meat. Meat is goat meat.
What is the different background of vegetarian and non-vegetarian? Religiously?
Religiously, mostly religiously. Like I'm a vegetarian because of religious reasons. My family is vegetarian because we don't eat. My family has never eaten non-vegetarian, so it's religious reason. But yeah, it's mostly religious, community-based, and some now are turning vegan.
ほとんどのインド人がベジタリアンだと日本の方は誤解してるようですけど、たくさんベジタリアンじゃない方、ノンベジの方もいますから。How would you say like a proportion? How many percent of non-vegetarian vegetarian? Roughly.
I don't exactly. I cannot tell you what is the proportion. But definitely there are some states, like if you see the northeast of India, this part of India is mostly non-vegetarian because they're famous for their non-veg dishes. And yes, seafood, pork based, they eat, yeah, they eat, and meat based dishes, they're very famous for that. And it's more aligned to this side, like fermented bamboo, it's like more probably northeast cuisine, yeah, it more has those influences like from Myanmar and all, So this is, here you have non-veg and veg eaters, Punjab, a lot of non-vegetarian chicken, butter chicken came from there.
They don't eat beef, do they?
Mostly.
ほとんど牛は食べません。やっぱりコリアにもwe don't want to say. The pork is too.
It's there. This side is there.
こっちは is it because of Muslim?
No. If Muslim, it's not because of Muslim people, because this cuisine is allied to this side, so they don't.
東南アジアに近いんです。
Little bit. I'm not telling they.
牛は they don't eat beef, but if one milk is okay. One milk is okay.
Milk is considered vegetarian for us, so we all of us eat milk.
ミルクはベジタリアンでも
So we are all lacto-vegetarian.
40%
Okay, 40% of India is vegetarian. Like for example, Gujarat, many Gujarats, mostly vegetarian, not mostly. Here also there is a lot of non-veg and veg cuisine. So we do have a lot of chicken and meat-based cuisine, especially I think goat meat. That is more eaten in India. Chicken and goat meat is eaten in India. And we do have a lot of specialty items in that also in Indian cooking. But today what I'm doing is I'm doing vegetarian cooking because I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat meat.
What is your religion?
I'm Hindu. But it's not like Hindu, all Hindus are vegetarian, but I belong to a particular community who don't eat meat. So we belong it's community based basically. It's not even religious based actually. There are some Hindus who eat meat. No, beef is normally not. It's and also pork is not generally eaten. It's mostly chicken and goat meat is eaten. Meat is which is goat. Mutton. Goat.
What is your mother tongue?
My mother tongue is Tamil.
タミル語になります。
I'm coming from this part of India. This is Tamil.
But you speak Hindu?
Hindi.
Sanskrit?
Not Sanskrit. I speak Hindi because I lived in Delhi for a few years.
What language do you speak?
Japanese. Very little.
So Tamil, Hindu, Japanese.
In English. Tamil, Hindi, Telugu, English, little bit of Bengali.
little bit Bengali too.
I lived there.
ベンガル語も少し。Do you eat with your fingers and hands?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Will you show us how to use your finger?
You don't use the whole hand. We wash nicely and we use only this part of the fingers. Yeah. You don't use no the whole thing. But not
the palm.
Not the palm.
手のひらは使いません。指だ
Palm
け
no.
です。
It's only this part, not the palm.
They say they can taste with finger. Is that true? インド人指で味がわかると言うけど。本当 Is it true?
Yes.
本当だそうです。
We believe that if you eat with your fingers, the taste is better because you can actually taste.
指で触ると美味しいかどうかわかるそうです。
Okay, now this is almost done.
ほぼ水を吸ってきてちょっとおかゆ状になってきた豆を今度マッシャーで潰します。
Little bit because
なぜかというと圧力鍋使ってるのでちょっと硬いので。
and leave a little bit of it like that only. Don't mash in everything.
半分潰す唐辛子。Today's menu is home food or expensive restaurant food?
No, home food.
Home food, very much home food.
That you can make it.
簡単に作る。Then it's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now this kheer is. Can you see? Heat works well.
日本語で。出るより出るより。日本のカレーは How do you like Japanese curry? Curry pan, little curry, pre-cooked one and
No, I like the one that you gave in the curry restaurant. The coco curry.
ココカリココカリ大好きだし、私したことない。
Yeah, I go.
行って食べるそうです。あれじゃなくていいんだよ。
I take the normal veg curry bread,
Veg curry.
or sometimes the one with nasubi.
ナスビ乗せるそうです。
Yes.
本当。そうなんだ。日本語で読んでから。はい。
Okay, so now I'm going to add in. I think this is almost done. We can add in the sugar. Now if you want, this can be, now you can thicken it as much as you want. You want to cook it for some more time, you can cook it and thicken it a little more. That's up to you because I don't have that much time. I'm going to stop it here, but you can thicken it a little more.
で砂糖を入れます。
I'm adding in about, I'll add in about 4 tablespoons.
大さじ4グラム。結構。
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to season the dal. Now this is just plain salted dal, lentils which is cooked. So I'm going to season it now to show you how it can taste. So you can use, now we use ghee, that's again clarified butter to season the dal. I'm just going to use abura because it's available in Japan in plenty. So I'm just going to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of abura. And then allow this to heat a little bit the oil. Then add in cumin. Then add in the onion, ginger garlic, turmeric, and then fry it till the onions turn nice and brown. Then add in tomatoes, a little bit of salt, nicely saute and add back to the dal, add water and cook it again. That's how it's done. Now if you don't want to add onion, garlic, ginger, you can just add cumin, little bit of chili powder, saute it, add it to the dal, add water and cook. That also will be nice. That is the easy way of home cooking. If you don't want to do this whole thing, you can just add or just cumin seed, garlic, salt, chili powder and in oil and add it to the dal. That is also good. That's the 3 ways of doing the same thing.
Can be very simple.
Yes, as simple or as complicated as you want.
ダルはすごくシンプルからもうめちゃくちゃ凝ったものが。
Color of the dal or color of what?
Is the color of related with
Which color?
some celebration? Carrot?
Yellow. Yellow? No, it's nothing. Most dals are yellow in color. So you have tur dal, pigeon pea, moong dal, and your chana dal, all are yellow in color. So yellow dal means most dals are yellow.
ダル豆大体黄色からオレンジ。
Somewhere I heard, I don't know, I'm not sure, but some people said that they cook a particular dal on a particular day because it signifies something. But I don't follow such things. I cook whatever I want to cook.
お祝いでそういうふうに黄色とか。
So this is now it's
特に気
heated.
にはしてない。
So I add this one
油が温まったのでクミンが入ります。
cumin.
小さじ1入ります。で、
I'm going to add in this garlic.
ニンニク入ります。粗みじん切りです。じゃあセンターに
Yeah, little bit the garlic is cooking, right?
ちょっとだけニンニクに火が通ってから生姜の方がいいそうです。細かく。
Then add in
で、生姜入ります。
allow this to cook for few minutes.
Just swim. で、スパイスと香味野菜だけで
Only 2 minutes.
で、
Then you add in the onion.
玉ねぎをしっかり炒めるのがコツです。インド料理は。
Then you have to allow this to cook nicely for at least till it becomes brown.
結構茶色くなるまで。
So it will turn brown after some time. Now,
チェンナイの言葉がタミール語なんですかという question.タミール from チェンナイ
Yes,
そうだそうです。チェンナイエリアがタミール語。この丸い字、カリアン字。
so what we could do is, by the time this is getting sauteed, it will take some time. I want to leave it on this.
で、これ炒めてずっとかき回す必要もないので、English は How many people speak? How much people speak English?
Most of it.
みんなが
Especially in the cities, most of it.
都市ではほぼ全員。英語の話。英語の話。
So this is boiling. What we could do is we can finish the yogurt drink by then.
じゃあヨーグルトの方
Because this will take, I have put it on very sim flame. I'm making the yogurt drink. Now if you are, if you can, handle both together is fine. If you cannot handle, then you please focus on this.
できなければ1個ずつ作ってください。
I can
タイミングがあるので。
This will take some time to
塩
cook.
らしい。You can follow me.
Now I left this on very sim flame, so it will take some time to boil, cook, so I can make the yogurt drink by then. So what we will do is, we're going to add this is a yogurt drink that we normally have it in summer, which is very good for your stomach. This is mostly from the Punjab region, the lassi. Now there is sweet and salted lassi. I'm making a salted lassi. You can also make the sweet lassi. The two ways of doing it.
香るわ。じゃあ、そうね。ラッシーはパンジャブ地方のものですよね。パンジャビ。
Yes, it's a Punjabi dish. It comes from Punjab.
パンジャブからです。パンジャビ州から。
And normally in Punjab, they make it very, it's almost like a full meal. So they have a lot of cream, and they add in cream, they add in nuts, and they make it like, you get it in this big sizes of containers of lassi. So it's like pretty heavy. If you have one glass of lassi, it's almost like a whole meal. For me it would be like but I'm making it very simple and very diluted, but actually it's made heavy also. You can make it thick and heavy. So it's how you want to have it, you know. No, today is a light one. It has to caramelize a little more. It's not done. Okay, no, let's finish this and come then. I think. You know the timing.
ダニアさんは上手なので、玉ねぎの焦がし方があるので、初心者の方ゆっくり時間をかけて飛ばしてください。あって焦げます。Excellent Indian chef farm fantastic onion.
The taste of your lentil will come from how well you cook your onions. Indian curry is how well you brown your onions, is how well your curry is cooked.
カレー上手はもう玉ねぎの焦がし上手。
If you hurry up here, then you won't get the good taste.
美味しい味が出てくる。旨味が玉ねぎからしかないので、玉ねぎを焦がします。There's a question. みんなヨガしますかって言うんですけど、everybody do yoga every day. No.
Not everybody.
Do you?
Sometimes.
しない。
I try and do the breathing exercises because it's very good. This particular time when all this is happening, keeps your lungs like very strong. So I try and do the breathing exercises.
コロナの時期も呼吸法はよくやりますよ。
This has to brown a little more.
はい、もうちょっと焦がします。
And you shouldn't burn. You shouldn't burn. So that's why you can also, if you want to.
ダメだけど茶色く甘く。
That's why I said cook on a sim or a medium flame because then you won't burn. Can you see it's becoming brown? It has to become more brown.
上手のままはちゃちゃっとしたまま。ビンディは取れますか？Is it removable? What's the sign? あ、取りました。What does it mean?
You're married?
あ、ここの赤いの結婚してる。What about here?
That is also married.
ここにつけるときは結婚してる。So when you sing, you shouldn't.
This one shouldn't.
ここは絶対結婚
Not
しちゃダメです。
Kita, no, they don't wear bindi also when they don't get married. But our side, we wear bindi from 1 year onwards.
あら、布見では
Don't get married. But our side, we wear bindi from 1 year onwards.
あら、布見では1歳からつけてる。
So this we don't
も絶対結婚してる。
This we don't wear. This is a symbol of the red one is when you get married, you wear it. You start wearing it after your marriage. But the other one, my side, we wear it. This one from beginning.
Is it must you have to do it?
Yeah, it's a must.
そっか、じゃあこういう公式の場に出るときは絶対必要です。結婚する。
So this is, can you see now?
はい、いい感じにちょっと出てきました。
This is how it is still done. It's still getting done. I'm not saying it's done, but I'm just trying to show you
だんだん焦げてきたな。
how it has to be done.
うっすら端っこがブラウンになる感じ。
Yeah.
焦が
It
しちゃ
has to
ダメ。
brown a little more. And
ここより
then you can add in the tomatoes. And you have to cook till the tomatoes are nice and soft. It's completely
この後
crushed.
トマトが入れるので、トマトが煮崩れるぐらいまで火を通すと、こっちに戻します。
So can you see now? This is browning. A little more brown, then we can add in the tomatoes and a little bit of salt, because salt will make the tomatoes cook nicely and soft. And then I'll show you how to add in the masalas.
で、トマトを入れてから塩を入れてトマトの水分を入れてそれをちょっと煮詰めて、そこからまたスパイスで味付けします。What are you looking for? ガンジス川に入ったことありますか？ Have you ever been to the Ganges and taken So how was it? あるそうです。
I've been to Rishikesh. I went for the Ganga Aarti once.
一度。What is
Aarti is they do the Aarti for the Ganga. They take the lamp they light in the evening on the banks of the river Ganga. That's called the Ganga Aarti. So they do all parts on the river, along the river Ganga. They do it. They do it in Varanasi. They do it in Rishikesh. So at night. So we went in Haridwar. Yeah, we went to Haridwar. So we went there. That part, which is very close from there. You can drive down. So we went there and we went for the Ganga Aarti.
儀式が夜
Haridwar. So can you see now? Can you see?
ちょっと焦げてきました。いい感
Can
じ
you。see? The onions are getting browner.
はい、ちょっときます。
Almost. A little more, and then we can put it in the tomatoes. See, you should not make it black. No black. It has to be
lightly brown.
brown, but not black. You
あ
have
っちゃダメ。
to be careful.
10-15 minutes.
Yes, it takes time.
大体10分15
Now,
分。
if you want this also, you can do it in the night and keep it in the fridge.
これも炒めといて夜。
Like brown the onion and the tomato together, make up the full paste, and put it in the fridge. And then morning you can just add in the spices and the dal and mix it because it takes some time. Now adding the tomatoes.
トマト入れます。トマト大きいのが1個半分ぐらいです。
So how many tomatoes? I think around 2 tomatoes.
2 size.
Two.
middle size.
Now, if you don't have tomatoes or you can't find tomatoes, you can use like 3 tablespoons of the paste.
トマトペースト、大さじ3でも大丈夫です。
That is also
ペースト水分ないので。ああ、インドは現金を使わなくても買い物できますか？ Is it more cashless society in India? Cash.
No, it's cash.
全然キャッシュです。まだまだ。Both. 両方
日本も大丈夫ね。
日本とsame. 大体日本と同じ。
Like supermarkets will take your card and some don't take the card. So I'm adding in like 1.
はい、小さじ1大盛り入りました。
Because we already added some salt in the dal.
豆にもちょっと味がついて、大体同じ塩気を目指す感じ。
Now this is according to your taste. You want more salt, you can add more
味は自分で決めてください。
And this will allow this to cook a little bit.
ジュージューになってきました。
So this has to cook till the tomatoes are nice
トマ
and
トがちょっ
soft.
と崩れて、
It has to cook because it's not soft yet.
柔らかくピチャッとなるまで、ちょっと水分も飛ばします。
So it has to like cook a little bit. Yeah, it has to blend with the onion. You should not see separately.
でトマトと玉ねぎが混ざる感じに潰しながら炒めてください。日本に住んで大変なことありますか？ What is the biggest trouble living in Japan for you?
Biggest trouble?
Trouble or bothering things or something annoying you?
Nothing. I always like Japan. I've
日
traveled
本好
around
きだから
quite a bit
全
on my
然ない
own.
そうです。Thank you!
And I've traveled around on my own
で
quite a
自
bit.
分一人で旅行もできるし、
I've never had a problem traveling. I can speak少し日本語話します。So with that I manage.
外の日本語でみんな。So everybody's kind to you?
I've traveled. I've been to Kyushu.
By yourself?
Yeah,
By yourself?
with my kids. I just went to Kyushu. Then
子供と2人だけで旅して
Gifu
も、
Prefecture.
岐阜に行っても、九州に。So everybody was kind, no problem.
I don't
But what about food?
日本 I eat ご飯。
ご飯が。お米が好きだから食べ物も出て、梅おにぎりが大好きだそう。梅おにぎりなし
And
で。
I eat卵。
あ、そうか、卵も食べれる。結構何でも食べれます。ラミヤさんの和食の精進料理まで勉強してますもん。
いや、
勉強家です。
京
京都でも
美味しい。
和食もしっかり勉強してらっしゃいます。
精進料理 is excellent in Kyoto. I mean, it's so good here. So, can you see now it's cooked?
ちょっともう シチューみたいになってきました。べちゃっと。それぐらいになってから、
tomatoes are getting cooked well. So we'll do the masala. I'll show you how to add in the
今
masala
から
without boiling.
マサラ、スパイスを入れる段階に入ります。
We'll add in the
コ
coriander
リアンダー
powder,
パウダー入ります。
1 tablespoon. 1 to 1 and
結構
a
た
half
くさん入ります。
tablespoon.
大さじ
Then
1。チリ、これも加減してください。
again, that's up to your taste.
Why sometimes you mention paprika for kids?
Yeah.
あ、子供だと
This
パ
is
プリ
garam
カ。
masala. I added about 1 teaspoon.
ガラムマサラは小さじ1。
And then,
3つね、3つね。
and then I'm going to just
Water.
add a
This is
little
water.
water.
Yeah. 水で混ぜるのはダマができないの
Yeah,
で。
this is because then it won't burn your in your gravy
で、
and you won't
焦げ
form
ない
lumps.
し。
It won't form lumps. It won't burn.
It's gonna bring the aroma.
And not only the aroma because it won't burn. Then your masala won't burn. This way it will cook.
And this is quite hot.
Yeah. So then add it
焦げ
in
ないためにもちょっと一回今回は水
and
で。
allow it to cook.
So there's many different ways of using masala.
Yeah. You can add it dry.
Dry で使うとき
You
も
can add it this way. This way it won't burn the masala. That is the
焦がし
idea.
たくないときは水に溶かして。So when you want to have aroma the most, put into the oil.
You want aroma most, you have to add it in the oil.
油に直接。
When it cooks in the oil, the aroma is better. But this one, it won't burn. So this is good for people who are cooking first, and it won't burn your masala.
焦がさないのが今回一番なので、香り出して
And it won't form lumps.
ダマもできないし。
So now can you see? The masala has to cook for about 3-4 minutes nicely in
2-3分
the oil. Not for too long, just that much. And then we're going to add it in.
入れます。
And then we're going to add in some water.
ちょっと水も足します。
With the dal. We're going to add little bit more to this pan.
で、ちゃんとフライパンも洗います。この辺が主婦の箇所
All the masala is in.
で多分今1カップじゃ
And then add a little more water.
全部で
Again, this is up to your taste. You want how thick you want, how thin you want.
300cc ぐらい入りました。
This is how.
Do you want to turn that?
Yeah, you put it on. I put it there. Medium. Yeah. So now you can just allow this to boil for some time.
で、ちょっと沸騰するまで強火でよく見ててください。美味しそう。It's on. It's on. Do you cook wearing sun? 違うよね。違う。
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So when you can you wear Punjabi or
I wear Punjabi. I wear Western.
普通の洋服かパンジャビのドレスです。
If I'm in India, I wear the Punjabi cooking. Sometimes sari because Minamino Indo we wear a lot of sari. So sometimes if I go back to south, then I wear a sari also.
南の方がサリーをよく着る。
Then I can cook with the sari
北
also.
の方がパンジャビか。Informal.
Kita also depends. Like Punjab is more Punjabi. Here and all they wear a sari. This side and all is sari. So a lot of places they wear sari. It depends. It's not any rule.
今日のサリーの説明をしてもらえますか Can you explain a little bit about your sari wearing today?
Okay, this is a silk sari from
Silk
south.
South. 北インドの。
Kita, no, Minam.
南。
This is silk sari. This is pattu. It's called pattu in south in Tamil. So pattu silk sari. Yeah, you can touch. It's lightweight.
あ、軽いです。で、関西でサリーはどこで手に Where you can get good sari in 関西
I don't know.
こっちで買ったことないから
I can check with the Indians here and let you know.
How
People
long
will-
is this cross?
This is a 6 meter,
6メー
5 and
ト
a
ル
half
で
to
す。
6 meters, and it is unstitched. No
で、
stitching.
縫い目はありません。
No stitching. The sari is supposed to be an unstitched piece, It's how you drape it. So you have to drape it. There's an in skirt. You wear something called an in skirt. Like your skirt inside, you wear a tight skirt. On tight skirt, we have a crop top like a blouse. This is like a crop top. And then you drape this using the drape. The sari is draped using the skirt and the crop top. This is like a crop top.
Can you explain it about?
This is the blouse. This is actually a Gujarat. There's a blouse from Gujarat I got. But any kind of a blouse, even if you have a crop top, small crop top, you can wear it like a blouse. That's also okay. With a skirt, you just have to drape. You have to know how to drape this. Now can you see? This is like hooked.
So
I think this is almost done.
Do you want to try the taste?
Yeah, could you try it?
Yes. 美味しそう。小皿ですね。味にその辺にあるんですけど、すみません。
No more salt. No more salt. Yes, yes. So what we do now, we finalize the tadka for this. I will just first put it into a pan.
最後にもう一回今度油で炒めたスパイスが香り
Now you wanted to make it more thick, you can allow it to boil for some more time. That's again up to everybody. If you want it more thick, you can have it more thicker.
最後にまたスパイスオイルを作って香りを調整します。美味しい。
Now I'm going to finish this. The tadka. This is called the tadka. The tadka is like the final touch on the thing. This is like the dressing, you know, like the final dressing on top of your cake or something. That's called a tadka.
最後の仕上げをします。
We add some oil.
それ
About a teaspoon.
小さじ1ぐらい。プディングは冷やさないでも固まりますか？固まってないです。冷やしてもとろっとしたなんかおかゆよりシャバぐらいで。飲み物じゃないんですけどこうシャバプディング。They say pudding. They imagine something solid about it, but here can be liquid.
Yeah. So what we're going to do? We're going to allow the abura to heat up.
油温めて。
And then add this cumin, 1 teaspoon.
小さじ1。
And allow this to boil, fry a little bit.
じわじわっとはじけさせて。そうね。クエスチョンです。すごい。お家でされたらわかるんですけど、細かいのが僕入れるときが香りが出てます。チリパウダー。チリパウダーも入れてます。
Again, allow it to boil, cook in the oil. And now you add this on the top.
これがタルタ。今かけるのがタルタです。はい。お、OK。We have 15 minutes. で、もう残った香りも入れます。で、コリアンダー、please.
No, it was here. It's here. I've already cut it. I cut it last time itself.
美味しそう。よいしょ。今から塩なしを。
Okay, now we finish this.
Please.
So I'm going to add in some cold water.
はい、ここに冷たい水、もしくは水と氷入れてください。Just be careful, not just pour yourself. よいしょ。今から塩なしを。
Okay, now we finish this.
Please.
So I'm going to add in some cold water.
はい、ここに冷たい水、もしくは水と氷入れてください。 just be careful not to spoil your salad.
So I'll add in about I added 2 tablespoons, right? I'll add this one.
で、大さじ2入ったヨーグルト
Now
に
this you can make it as thick as you want. I'm
の
making it
な
thin.
濃度になるので、3倍から4倍の水が入ります。
You can blend it.
Can I do it?
Yeah, please.
I don't want to spoil the other. ちょっとサリ汚したくないので、私がします。で、混ぜる。これ何でもいいですか？はい、Thank you.
Adding a bit of salt.
で、ちょっと塩足します。
Blend a little more.
ブレンドでも OK。で、塩入れてからもうちょっと。ヨーグルト多めに入れると泡が出て美味しいです。前お話ししてました。
Okay, now we're going to dry roast the cumin.
で、これから
I'm taking
クミンを
one teaspoon of
ドライ
cumin.
ローストします。切ります。ごまの
No
ように
oil, no oil, no abura.
で、油なしで。そして、
So just dry roast it.
結構焦がします。茶色くなるまで。グラスプリーズ。そこそこ。Let's see.
You have some ginger?
Ginger, yes. We have some ginger. Do you need tomato as well?
No.
No. For
The dal.
dal.
You cut it in julienne.
I do. で、千切りのよいしょ生
Julienne.
姜をダールに飾ります。あのカレーに。スープしよう。少しフレッシュジンジャーの。はい、ヨーグルト、水、塩をミキサーで混ぜた。そうです。
This has to not become black.
で、今、クミンをこんがりいってます。油なしです。結構色が1トーン、2トーンぐらい茶色くなります。
This has to not become black. It will be brown, so you can powder it and put it in the
カリカリになる茶色ぐらいなんですけど、まあまあ、一回焦がしたらわかるかな。Once you become, you know when to stop.
Can you see it's changing color? It's becoming like darker brown.
かなり焦げ茶手前になってます。そしたらカリカリですごく香りがいいです。いい色になってきて。
Can you smell the cumin?
香りが、また違う香りがロースト系の。
So then you put it in this.
ぐらいかな。軽く潰し、オポジット。
Most Japanese countries will have this. So you can use your rolling pin or blend powder it in the blender.
伸ばし器で何でもいいです。方法で潰して。
And then you add like.
で、should I put it? 意外と美味しいかな。さっきの塩らしいに飾ります。
Mix it.
混ぜます、しっかり。
And then you can add in a bit of mint leaf.
ミントをちょっと飾って。
Now you want something more nicer, you can also blend with using a little bit of ginger. With that only you can blend with ginger also. With the yogurt, that's also another way of doing it. That's another healthy way of doing it.
Should I mix the rice as well?
Yeah, you can mix the rice.
しゃもじか大きいスプーンください。
I'm just adding in a little bit of ginger.
Smells so good. Yep. Big spoon will do. Big spoon will do. It doesn't have to be shamoji. Can I mix?
Yeah.
Mix. And put in one plate.
Yeah.
入れるご飯入れるものを寄与さなください。ダルと同じようなもの。
Okay.
And now it's decoration. Yeah, very good. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. And then a little bit of fried onion.
あればでいいです。あればで乗せてください。Have beautiful clothes.
And this is the pudding. When you finish up the pudding, you can just add in the cream because it's almost come to room temperature. Mix in the cream.
で最後冷めてからクリームを入れます。
And the nuts.
で、ナッツも doesn't have to be crushed.
Now we can fry this in ghee and put it. You can fry it in butter and put it.
ちょっと
Or you
炒
can
め
put
て
it.
からできれば
You can put it just like
ちょ
that.
っと時間が押してるのでそのまま入れます。
The nuts on top.
はい。That's it. That's cute.ちょっと今から盛り付けします。
And serve it in that.
OK。で、きなこちゃさそう。よいしょ。で、マスはきれい。かな。
We normally cut the coriander.
One bit. Yeah.
No, I got no.
生クリームを乗せるときではなくて、後からね、why do you put cream at last?
Because then it gives a nice creamy texture to the pudding. That's optional. You want to add, you can add. If you don't want to add, you not add. It's up to you. So that's optional. Cream is optional. Condensed milk is optional. If you want to add condensed milk, you can add condensed milk also. If you want to add cream, you can add cream. If you serve it cold with cream, it's very nice. But that's it's okay. Not having it okay, no problem.
牛乳にしてくるだんだん生クリームがつけます。盛り付けます。テイスティング、味見です。
Here. I will give you some onion on top.
これはアンナさんのシルバーのクレーです。どうぞ。試食シーン、皆さん、これ取って食べてください。で、スプーン大きいので食べてください。それもお願いします。で、グラスがあれば、ラッシーも皆さん。試食タイムいけるかな。これも入れちゃいますね。でこの塩ラッシーが意外と飲むと美味しいんです。食感がうまい。Isso já amanhã?こんな感じかな。で、ちっちゃいスプーンもいりますのでお願いします。で、汁物がこんな感じ。食べてもらおうかな。いや、もう食べてください。ガンガン食べてくださいということで。何か質問あればまた答えますので。食べてるシーン大事な。
ありがとうございます。
食べるシーンとっても大事なのでお願いします。
Thank you to everyone for joining in for this wonderful cooking session.
夏子さんも入ってください。食べるシーンとっても楽しいと思います。
I hope you enjoy and I hope you can cook these dishes. I've also told you easy way of doing it, so if you can't cook this way, you can make it easier.
一番簡単な方法を教えたので頑張って作ってみてください。そう、もう皆さんどうぞつついてくださいとラーメンさんが。Please open everybody in chat.
Please, いただきます。食べたい
ください。
食べたいください。
食べてください。
食べてください。
It's so yummy. They should. They've been so Japanese.
食べてください。
彼女も来てもとにかく食べる時間がないんで切れてしまうので自分が勉強してるシーンでは面白くないと思うので食べてください。並ばず食べてください。そんなところで並ばず。ご飯にかけていいのって。Is it okay to pour on top of the rice? Please, 大丈夫です。ターメリックを使うとなかなか黄色が落ちない。Turmeric has very strong yellow stain when you put on your clothes. How do you deal with it?
With clothes, I'm a little careful. I use the apron.
やっぱりエプロンつけますよ。
But otherwise, you have to use bleach or anything.
ブリーチやっぱり
on the kitchen counter, I use the kitchen high table.
キッチンハイター使っちゃい
It doesn't go. It's very difficult. I use high table. I leave it for some time. Then I brush.
やっぱりエプロン
It doesn't go. The kitchen counter, you have to use high table. The kitchen bleach and leave it for
5分ぐらいかかるそうです。いただきます。
いただきます。
食べてください。美味しい。めっちゃ美味しいでしょ。この塩ラッシーが意外と飲むとさっぱりします、夏。It's very good for summer. Salty lassi.
You can make it amari also, sweet, with a little bit of sugar, the same yogurt, water, ice water, sugar, and cardamom. And add some nuts on the top. That's you want very heavy. You can add cream, like how they do in Punjab. That's like
Punjabi style. That
would be like cream and malai. But if you want it light, just add sugar. And you can make mango lassi also. Mango pieces, mango puree. Add it with that. With the yogurt blend and little bit of water blend, and then use
you put some spice for mango?
A little bit of ginger powder.
Ginger powder. Mango lassi ginger
Because
powder.
it's heavy. And then cardamom.
Cardamom.
And then you blend it and then you can have it.
So it seems like for the sweet things you use cardamom more. Am I not cardamom?
And this one you can blend in ginger also. This.
塩だしは
Or you want you
powder
can
ginger?
no
No.
ginger. Fresh ginger. You can blend.
生のジンジャー、生姜入れてやると、とてもスパイシー。
But it's nice, good, better for the stomach. And digestion.
はい、ご飯にかけたスパイスは何ですか？it's not spice, it's fried onion. 揚げた
Fried
玉
onion.
ねぎです。
Fried onion. You get this in the
サラダのとこによくある。
salad. You get it in Nihon supermarket. Fried onion.
カルダモン。
Cardamom.
Can you eat that whole or if you want to?
If you want to,
中は食べれます。
inside the inside part, you can eat the black one. Normally when
通
you
訳の方はトリリンガルですか？いや、バイリンガル、トリリンガル、大阪弁、日本語、英語です。はい、トリリンガルです。はい。I am トリリンガル。大阪弁。
that's different from Nihongo.
Yeah! This is Osaka
Kansai
Republic.
Bay.
Yes, this is another republic. You need a passport.
I know.
Yeah. 神戸、大阪ですね。大阪、京都ですね。We need a passport. 美味しい。どうですか？美味しいですか？食べやすいでしょ？食べやすいんです。This is so fancy. これ、塩らしい。ヒデさん食べます。大好きよね、インド料理。でもインド料理よりインド美女が好きです。
なかなか味わわないです。甘くないです。
何の味ですか？
塩味がしてて、こういう栗、カルピスみたいな印象で塩味がして甘くないです。
美味しいんです。
のもっと塩味がします。
美味しい。
美味しいです。さっぱりし
さっぱりする。って初め塩らしいと思ったんですけど、飲んだら美味しい。
シャム総領事夫人、リカさん、どうもありがとうございました。ですね、今回の参加者、なんとインド人、オーストラリア人、インドネシア人、ポーランド人、イタリア人、そして日本人でもレバノンから参加していただきました。で、総勢最高で70名、今回参加してもらってます。はい、70人の人が見ています。で、最初は本当に20名ぐらいでここの調理教室で普通の料理教室をやろうと思ってたんですけれども、このコロナでこういう状況になりましたので、オンラインということで、でもそれが70人になるとは思ってませんでした。大変今回初めての試みで、お見苦しいところ、あと苦しいことたくさんあったと思います。申し訳ございません。どうぞご勘弁くださいませ。で、アンケートの方にもいろいろ書いていただけたらと思います。これから送ります。それと、大阪国際交流センターの説明を全然してなかったのでさせていただきますね。普段は大阪に住んでいる外国人の方に日本語を教えたり、あと生活相談ですね、あとはビザ相談、法律相談なんかをしています。それの通訳をしています。で、それの一方で、日本人の方に地域に住んでいる外国人の方と仲良くなっていただいて、多文化共生っていうんですけれども、一緒に楽しいまちづくりをしようということで、いろんなイベントを、今日みたいなイベントを考えております。もしアイデアありましたら、アンケートにぜひお書きください。あと、ホームページの方を見ていただいたら、オンラインで日本語教室もこれから始める募集が出てますので、よかったら、近くの外国人の方に教えてあげてください。あとは、そうですね、留学生、今日もインターンの方がすごく助けていただいたんですけど、うちはボランティアさん、インターンの方、留学生の力を借りて、どうにか毎日頑張っております。今はもうコロナの相談でてんやわんやなんですけれども、今回こんな風な楽しいイベントが久しぶりにできて、ちょっと嬉しいです。どうもありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
はい、じゃあ、何か説明されますか？じゃあ、 これで終わります。アンケートは送れましたか？はい、大丈夫だそうですので、そちらの方に書いてください。ちょっと時間過ぎましてすみませんでした。じゃあまた次回どこかでお会いできたらと思います。どうもありがとうございました。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
終わります。